Hello again, everyone. This is Gilmer, and this is episode 92 of my Let's Play War in the East. I am playing the Soviets, and I am playing the Grand Campaign. And I took a mini break. This was the first week of daylight savings time, or the first week it goes off. I don't know which is which, but all I know is that this week I've just been, I felt like a zombie all week. And I know people are always saying, well, you sound like a kind of a sissy if you let this affect you, and it normally doesn't, but I just have kind of felt a little sluggish this week, and it's been a long week at work as well, so I haven't really done anything. And then add into that the quote unquote excitement of our election, and hey, and then this is Veterans Day or Armistice Day, depending on where you are. So happy Armistice slash Veterans Day for all of you out there who served in the military, and we definitely thank you for your sacrifices. I'm sure that is true in every country, that most people are appreciative of the men that served in their forces, and you accomplished great things. Thank you very much. So, getting back to the game, I think I'm pretty much ready to run a turn, run an AI turn, and I have one viewer that says I'm kind of dreading it, and to an extent I do dread it, just for the simple fact that it seems like I'm always behind the ball, and I'm always trying to catch up, and always trying to. It's just to the point where you can't ever get ahead. You can't ever get ahead, and I know people that kind of gets to people in most of their. Sorry about that. I was making sure everything was plugged in, which I probably should have done before I turned the game on and the microphone on, or Bandicam or whatever. So, but anyway, I know you've heard the term "I can't ever seem to get ahead," and that's, most people use that for their lives, but I'm using it kind of for this game. I can't ever seem to get ahead, and I know that there are certain things that I could do and probably should do that will make this game better for me, and I almost am to the point of, is this game almost too difficult? I mean, not difficult, but too grognardy, or however, grognard, too much grognard of a game for me, because there's so much stuff to kind of keep track of. And I kind of felt like this is the kind of game that you could play and just kind of get into it and just play it. And I'm finding out that it's not quite as simple as that. And I'm not criticizing the game at all for that. I'm just saying it it almost seems like at times I'm kind of not ready for what's going on, to be honest. So I'm looking at infantry, and what I need to do is, let's sort it this way actually. Anybody who is a 4 that has a command, I need to change out. So that's this guy. And I only have 35 points in the admin point pool, but I need to change these as soon as possible. The first one is the 28th Army. Let's just take a look at him. He has an infantry of 4. I should get rid of that. And hold on a second. He's a general lieutenant, and he's a commander of an army HQ. So let's find somebody else that's better than him. I don't know if you're allowed to sort this by infantry. It doesn't look like you are. This guy has infantry of 5. He's a general major, which I think is less than a general lieutenant, but I think it's okay to put him in charge, so we're going to do that. Max Command Corps and Army HQ, so he's in good shape. So I'm not going to do that for every one of them. Look, it took 9 points just to do that. So the 10th Airborne Corps, this guy's got a 4 as well. And if I dismiss him, that's going to be 8 points. But really, holy shit, all of these guys are available. So let's see. This guy's a 5. He's a 5. This guy's a 6. Look at the admin costs, though. Jeez Louise. So now we have 13. So let's go just one more. And let's try this one. Dismissal costs 10. Holy shit. And now we gotta get somebody who's 5 or better. And this guy's a 5 or better. And it'll take up all the rest of my points, obviously. So let's just hey. Yep. So that's that. That's all I can do on that turn for reassigning generals and getting better generals in place. So let's go ahead and process a turn and just see what happens. I know that the guy, the viewer that told me about some of the things just in the last episode, he said I could look at who's out of supply, but I really kind of already know who's out of supply, and it's basically these guys, or cut off. It's basically these guys that, I mean, technically they're not cut off because I opened it back up again with my movements, but they're basically the ones that are getting cut off pretty much every turn, and it is my job to make sure that they are not lost forever. If they are, can we survive it? I don't know. We will definitely find out. So let's go ahead. Maybe I should just close my eyes. I don't know. But I dread it a little bit to press because like I said, every turn, it seems like something bad is happening, and I know it's just a game, and I don't want to be, like dreading it every single time, but I'm just trying to get to the point where I can turn the tables a little bit and start making them react to me a little bit. And I know that's going to happen at some point, but it hasn't happened yet, obviously. Sheesh. There's going to be a lot of that. Going to be a lot of being pushed back or routed. Damn. Oh. So anyway, yeah, it's been at least a week since I've done an episode, so Yeah, it is what it is. I'll be honest. I've gotten a little bored because I'm probably not going as fast as I should or could be going. And especially if I was just playing this on my own and not recording it, I'd be going a lot quicker. I'd be doing at least 4 or 5 turns a night. And that kind of makes it a little boring for me because I can't really do two, three, 4 episodes a night because it's 30 minutes and it takes a while and you have to record everything. You got to make sure you do everything right. So, and then the people upstairs are playing with their dog on the ceiling. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can definitely hear it. It's like they're playing catch or fetch with the dog, and it sounds like a fairly good sized dog. Routed. So other than that, things are going great. I I was watching. I don't know if you know him, but he's somebody I have followed or whatever they call it on YouTube. Um, Agrippa was playing a Civil War II playthrough, and he was playing as the South, and that is something I would like to do. To be honest, I'd like to find out. I've never really played it through as the South, so I'd like to kind of see what that's like. I know that you're at a huge disadvantage when it comes to money and material and manpower, but it still seems like it would be an interesting thing to do because obviously people playing against the AI actually have beaten it many times playing as a South, so it is beatable. So it's something to do. And I know a couple people. It's been a while, but a couple of people have asked me to do a Let's Play of Pride of Nations. Which I mean, I like playing Nations, but it's a very slow moving game. So if that's what you like, that's what you're gonna get. If I do a playthrough, it's not gonna be the Prussians going up against the Russians every single turn. It's just not gonna be like that at all. Most of the time, you're gonna be at peace because it doesn't. It's very hard on your nation to be at war constantly. They actually have a mechanism that war fatigue or war weariness that affects your country after a while, and so it doesn't make sense. Now it's kind of an interesting experience to play it because the last time I played it for any length of time, I did play Prussia, and I did a lot of colonializing even before I formed Germany. I did a lot of colonialism, and that was interesting. It was fun to colonize Africa as Prussia. Um, it's difficult as hell. You got to build up a whole bunch of depots, and you got to develop the hell out of it, or your troops will just be frittered away, and you can't really put full size divisions into the colonies, but you can put in some units, and it's pretty interesting to play it. I don't necessarily know it'd be interesting to watch it, but you never know. We've seen a lot of routes on this turn. They don't really seem like they want to do anything in the south, which makes sense, I guess. Damn. 3-1. 3-1, the Germans are going to win. That guy immediately retreated. He didn't even try to fight. This pocket seems like it's not, well, it just took off. You can't see it now, but the pocket down below, the small pocket, seems like they're not able to break out of that. Or not pocket, but like bulge. That the defensive bulge I put around it, they're not able to break out of that, which is pretty nice. It means I've kind of stopped them there, but this is the area where I'm going to have to do a lot more work. But it looks kind of like they're kind of maybe coming back a little bit. And now it's my turn. So let's see what the damage is. Oh crap, I was going to drink some of my beer from my growler while I was playing, but I guess that I won't do that now, but it's a pretty cool way to get beer. That I'm kind of new to it, but I definitely am looking into it. Okay, so let's see. There we go. That's what I like to see. We get their units completely out. They didn't pocket these guys this time, which is nice. Very nice, and we'll keep evacuating them down towards Poltava. These guys look like they're in trouble to some extent. But yeah. And it takes several eggs to be broken to make an omelet. And I just made that air unit, air headquarters route. The hell with you. Let's see. Let's put him there. Why is he... put him there. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to pocket some of these guys. I'm not really probably capable of pocketing them as much as... Why is this guy way the hell out here? But what I'm trying to do is trying to pocket those guys. I don't really think that it will stick in the sense, but I mean we kind of have a better situation this turn than I think we've had in a while, because they didn't pocket me. And because of that, I am now able to attack them with pretty strong numbers, actually. And actually, I guess they're not pocketed, are they? They can, yeah, trace their line through here. But as you can tell, these units actually have some power. They actually were not pocketed, and they have some power now, and they're in good shape to take it to the enemy. Definitely thankful for that. Maybe I can actually... Look at that guy. Holy shit. That is awesome. I definitely got to get him the hell out of there. And I want somebody stronger. They're not any good. Let's move them. I can't get him there. I wonder if I can get these guys there. Shit, no. Hell no. Not these either. They're close, but they're not close enough at this point. Let's see. Let's Oh man, I was hoping that would work. That's a tough guy though. That's a tough unit. See how I'm able to get all these units? Kind of like what the person that responded to me, I can't remember his name, I apologize that I can't remember your name, but kind of like you had mentioned, retreat towards Poltava, which is what I'm doing, and it's actually working. Don't like that. Why is he only a 4? We'll move him back. We'll put him there. Did you see that? That guy went down to 10 from 12. So, a little encouraged by that because I was able to get this big chunk right here into this kind of corridor, and they're a lot closer to being out of harm's way than they were before. These guys, I think, are just. They're still engaged, basically. That's what zone of control kind of means, is they're still kind of basically engaged with the units. That's why they can't move very far. I can move this guy. I can move him one. I can move him two, actually. And then move him. I'll move him there. So I've pretty much done what I want to do here. Actually, I want to do that. As you can see, their situation, if I were them, it's looking a lot worse, actually, especially for these units right in this area, because I'm kind of got a lot of units stacked up right in here, and I think that's going to help. I think that's going to work. These. I'll put him on this side of the river, because then he'll have kind of a zone of control, and then if this guy wants to come down and attack him, he has to attack across the river. Makes sense to me. What about here? It looks like this area is pretty strong and not really opposed by very much. Oh, yeah. Let's get him up. We'll take both of these guys, actually. And we'll make him a reserve. We'll put him there as well. We'll make him a reserve. And then we'll do him as well, and we'll make him a reserve as well. How about that? So now if this guy attacks him, these guys will hopefully be pulled in as reserves and help the attack, or help the defense. This guy's probably, his days are numbered. Hopefully by next turn I'll be able to pull a lot of these guys down. Hopefully that one too. I'll be able to pull these guys down and really bring pressure to bear on him. Actually, can I do it? So, that is that, and I had to abandon these fortified regions that I wish I didn't have to do that, but these guys are completely cut off. But if I do that, now they're not quite as cut off. If I do that, so that kind of saves their bacon a little. These two guys are pretty much screwed. I don't know why they don't have any movement points. I don't remember actually moving them, but I probably did. And then up here, division, and a core. And what do we have here? Division. So I don't know if I want to do a guards division 1 to 2, because then it won't be a guards corps. It'll be just a regular corps until it actually has enough fights that makes it a guards corps. So let's make this a corps. Oh, I can't. Oh yeah, I do. I've got 60 points. But I want to make sure that, okay, it's 30 minutes in, but the last thing I was going to say was I want to make sure that I get all, level 5 infantry commanders into position and get the 4 commanders out, the level 4 infantry commanders out. So that's what I'm going to do in the next episode. So, yes, I do dread it a little bit, process an AI term, because so many bad things happen, but it looks like I don't want to get too enthusiastic, but it looks like I've turned the corner here and I'm getting these units out. A couple of units are still kind of screwed, but I'm getting most of these units out, and it looks kind of like I am closing off the insertions. I'm the breakouts are kind of being controlled in the smaller ones here and here, and then on this one it looks like I'm getting my units out, and maybe in a couple of turns. Oh, I haven't even looked at this, but see, these guys are in trouble to a certain extent, but I got them out. They were cut off. So I got to control this little area now. Honestly, these units are actually cut off. Not good. Let's see what I can do. There's gotta be something I can do. They're in a lot of trouble. But it's these units, right? Yeah. So now they're kind of unpocketed. Although it those guys are all zeros. But you see they're not outlined by red anymore. That's a very positive development. Anyway, now it's 34 minutes. I'm gonna have to. This area is a little concerning, as more concerning now anyway than it was. So I'm gonna have to do something about it. But I'll probably just bring some troops this way, or bring some of these this way, or, well, these guys I can't, but some of these in that direction. So I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great night.